Good evening and welcome to the away days race for the Golden Glove. So I'm going to give you four goalkeepers. Yes, that's four goalkeepers that I think that are in with a chance of winning the Golden Glove. Now, it's not just for your viewing; it's also for people that do um, football fantasy, people that bet. So these choices will help you pick your teams and hopefully help you win a bit of money. So we're going to get it cracking with the first goalkeeper on the list. We have Ercan Jakir. So this is the Turkish goalkeeper. He plays for Trabzonspor. He's 25 years old. He's part of a Turkish team that only conceded 3 goals. Yes, that's 3 goals in qualifying. So he is the wild card of the four goalkeepers that I've chosen, because I've chosen him and I'm thinking that if Turkey have only conceded 3 goals in qualifying and they have got a strong defence, and he's going to be very, very pivotal for them keeping the goals down. So he's going to be obviously making loads of saves as well. Um, he don't seem to have any weaknesses. I've watched him play a couple of times because I know that Liverpool are interested in signing him, and I haven't seen any weaknesses. To be fair, he's good with the ball at his feet. He's good at finding passes, good at shot stopping. He's quick off his line. He's a very commanding goalkeeper, and as you can see from that picture there, he's not scared because he's just eyeballing Haaland, one of the most deadliest strikers in the world. So I'm giving Ercan Shakir my wild card for who I think is going to be an outside chance of being the Golden Glove winner for the Euros. The next goalkeeper I have on the list is Unai Simon. Obviously, he's a keeper for Spain. So this one, he's the understudy. So we're not quite sure if he's going to be ahead of David De Gea. So this is why I'm giving him the understudy, because we're not 100% sure if he's going to be the number one. But if he is the number one, he's going to be a very good choice because, again, Spain are a very good team. So the chances of them conceding loads of goals is not very high. He's also had a good season. He broke Kepa's record for the most clean sheets for Athletic in a season. He kept, I think it was 14 or 15 clean sheets. So he's obviously got a bit of playing for not the greatest team. So he's obviously um, a very good goalkeeper. And as you can see, look at the size of him. He's there. He's much bigger than Ramos in that picture. And the games I've seen, he's been very commanding. And that's not one thing that we usually associate with Spanish goalkeepers. Because if you look at Pepe, Casillas, um, Victor Valdez, Kepa. There's loads of good Spanish goalkeepers, or have been good Spanish goalkeepers in the past, but they're not very commanding in the box. And from the games I've seen of him on corners, the way he commands his area, shot stopping. Again, he did make a couple of mistakes in qualifying, but I think those are behind him. We know David De Gea makes loads of mistakes as well, but still one of the best keepers in the world. So for the understudy, I'm going for Unai Simon. I think if he does get the number one position, he will be in a very, very good position to win the Golden Glove. Now, this one is a bit of a cheat. The Wonder Kid is the rumor, and he's the Wonder Kid because he's 22 years old, so he's still very, very young. And the very surprising thing is that he's leaving AC Milan on a free transfer. One of the best goalkeepers in the world is leaving AC Milan on a free transfer, and there's going to be loads. There's loads of teams looking at him. I can't tell where he's going to go, but I wouldn't be surprised if he joined Juventus, because that's the team to be. Even though Inter Milan won the league this year, I think people still Juventus still have that pull, and who better to be, Buffon's replacement than Daruma? And he's only 22, so he's still got another 10, 15 years for Italian goalkeepers anyway. They seem to carry on forever. And again, he's another one with not many weaknesses that I have seen. If anything, probably the ball at his feet, but again, that's not even massive. I have seen him letting a couple of long range shots. So I would say long range shooting is probably one of his weaknesses. But again, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. And again, Italy, we know when it comes to defending, there's no better team in the world or no better country in the world at defending than Italy. So Daruma, again, he's gonna get the Wonder Kid one, but it's a bit of a cheat. But I'm giving it to Daruma. And this is my number one pick now. Hugo Lloris again. Not many. He's been there, done it. He's seen it all. Captain of France. Um, he's a leader, and I know there's been shaky times at Spurs this season, but again, it's not really down to him. When you're playing in behind that defense, then you're gonna be taking loads of shots, so the chances of you making mistakes are higher. But I still put him, even though he's 35, I still put him up there with the best keepers in the world, and he has been one of the best for the last 10 years or so, and I don't think anyone can disagree. And the reason why he's my number one keeper, who I think is going to win, because I've got France to win the Euro, so it makes sense that the keeper that wins the Euros is going to have the biggest chance of winning the Golden Glove because they would have played more games. But there are going to be a couple of honourable mentions. Courtois, obviously, a brilliant goalkeeper, so he's going to have a honourable mention. Then we still have people like Chesney, Casper Schmeichel. I was going to say Pickford, but then I should be lying to myself if I said Pickford. But there are still quite a few. Manuel Neuer at Germany, and obviously he's back up as Leno. So there is still a vast amount of goalkeepers that could win it, but this is based on who I think can go far in a tournament, and these are my 4 goalkeeper picks. So for the first one, I had Ercan Jacquet, and he was my wild card. Then I had Unai Simon, who was my understudy. So that's the one that we're not quite sure if he's going to be number one or not. Then the Wonder Kid, again, I cheated and I went for Daruma, which is, yeah, it's cheating if we're going to be honest. But he is my Wonder Kid. And then Lloris is my top pick for who I think is going to win the Golden Glove. So thank you for watching. Every day this week we're going to have a different one. So tomorrow's going to be the defenders, then the day after will be the midfielders, and then the last day we're going to have the strikers for who I think is going to win the Golden Boot. So make sure you're locked in for that. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the Away Days channel. You can follow me on all the social medias, the Away Days show. So thank you for watching, and if you are into gambling, if you are into fantasy football, these choices will help you actually win some money or just help you win your fantasy football league.